up, people? Welcome to another episode of Social Moment. So, Sam George is trending all over the internet again, continuing his battle with LGBTQ people. So, it's the month of June, and what this means is that usually worldwide, especially in countries where LGBTQ plus communities' rights are respected, is a month set aside for them to celebrate themselves for their rights and all of that. And this being that month of the year, I knew something would surface up in this country, and surely it has. In Accra, on a highway, there's a billboard, a huge billboard, displaying images of unity, like hands stretched, touching each other. Now, when you zoom in closely, you see that there are some bracelets on these stretched arms.
Basically, this is it. And when you zoom in, you see the bracelets. I think this is supposed to be this one. Is it pink and white and blue is supposed to be the transgender or whatever. And this blue, yellow, green, red one, the common one, that stands for the whole LGBT community. And these ones, I don't know what they are supposed to represent. But basically, this is what Sam George and I'm watching and all of them are raging about this billboard right here. And this came about because this is the month of June, which is like International Pride Month for the LGBTQ community.
Sam George, the crooner and the leader, spearheader of the anti-LGBTQ people in Ghana, he is not having any of it. Himself with Martin, the albino man, we did GTV for a long time now. Who's against LGBTQ people? Who, when you look at him, you think that he will have some sympathy for them because how he looks, and probably has faced some discrimination in his life for his looks and who he is. But anyway, he is not having any of it either. And they held a press conference underneath that billboard, expressing their displeasure at it, be charging the IGP and authorities, giving them 24 hours to make sure that billboard is pulled down. So, they say it's unholy, uncultural, untraditional. They want it pulled down with immediate effect within the timelines of 24 hours. And yes, I'll be BBC.
As sponsors of the bill before Parliament and as members of Parliament who represent the aspirations and will of the Ghanaian people, we have deemed it important to show up here today to register in the strongest way our displeasure, our discomfort, and our abhorrence for this unholy, uncultural, and untraditional advertisement that has been put up on a very iconic road, the N1, the Motorway. We are by this calling on the Inspector General of Police, Dr. Dampare Ekufu, to immediately, within the next 24 hours, carry out the necessary security operations to ensure that this billboard, which is an affront to the 1992 Constitution, is taken down in conjunction with the MCE for the area. Failure to take action, as citizens, we will take action as enjoined by our Constitution to defend the Constitution.
If the state agencies respond well, then that will curb it. And we are continuous and we're resolute about it. That's why we're appealing to this government, especially this current government, because the NPP government won on the mantra of the battle is the Lord's. And the president puts out his faith in the Lord out to all of us. And that's beautiful. But you see, it is important that we enforce the matters that are counter to God's will. That's very important. So there is a higher spiritual obligation on the members of parliament of the ruling government to ensure that the bill is passed. Two, the institutions of state that are under the control of the ruling government, like the Inspector General of Police, the BNI, all the state institutions and the MPs for this particular area, everybody stands together to oppose what is happening.
And they are still standing where they are standing. They are still pushing for the passage of the LGBTQ bill. For them, the passage of that bill will ensure that these billboards and such things never take place again. And that's why they are pushing for still. And jumping on social media, people have words for them. LGBTQ people are also pushing back. One with the username at Orueku Jr. says, "You won't bully us into submission. We are queer, we are here, and we ain't fucking going anywhere." Sam George and his anti-LGBT group can go and weep over billboards. #pride. Fatima Adjust Derby says, "At this point, we must start asking them the same question they've been asking Ghanaian LGBT activists. Are foreigners paying them to pass the bill? Because I can't think of any reason why they want the bill passed so bad, even if it comes at the expense of their constituents." So this is a retweet of Aswasi MP Muntaka Mubarak saying, even if they are not going to pass any bill until the LGBTQ bill is passed, even if it's a bill that's going to provide water to his constituents at Aswasi, he's not going to pass it until the LGBTQ one is passed.
Delay in committee. From the Speaker, if the chair have decided to adopt a method that gives him room to be able to leave the committee work and travel for 1 week, 2 weeks, and come back, and they cannot continue the very tortoise method of dealing with the bill at the committee, well, then maybe we have to serve notice to our colleagues. Since this is the method that the chair of the Constitution and Legal wants to use to delay that bill was in this house before so many other bills. I can assure you that any other bill you introduce in this house, we shall resist it. Even if it is to provide water in Aswasi, we will resist it. We will make sure that that bill, as long as it stays there, no any other bill passes through this house. If you try to do that, we shall oppose it, because we see that it's deliberate. You are deliberately delaying the bill. So don't make excuses. Because if you wanted it to be fast track, you know what to do. If the government wanted to get that bill done, they know what to do. And what you are doing at that committee, Mr. Speaker, I'm repeating it to the chairman on his face. You are deliberately wasting time on the bill. You don't want the bill to come to this house. If you say what I'm saying is a lie, work hard in a week, you'll be able to bring the report. But you are deliberately wasting time because you don't want the bill. And that is a...
And somebody is asking, are they also taking something? Because why would they deprive their own people of water if the LGBTQ bill is not passed? I mean, they are politicians, so they might idea money inside. So it could be a possibility, but it also could be that. So there's that possibility that they are being funded by somebody. But even if they were, even if they are, or even if they are not, I also believe these people, they get hatred for this group of people, and that hatred is enough to make them do this. And the constituents you are worried about, that same constituents will gladly be denied water. I mean, if you pick, they will gladly be denied water as far as this bill is passed. I mean, if you pick 10 Ghanaians, 10 out of 10 of them are anti-LGBTQ. You pick another 10, the same results. Maybe when you pick another 10 the third time, one of them might be pro-LGBTQ rights. So the very people that they say, even if passage of bill to provide water to Aswasi people, they're not going to do it until the LGBTQ bill is passed now. Those people in the constituency will gladly agree to this policy for the LGBTQ bill to be passed. These are Christians, these are Muslims, these are traditionalists, and none of these people have any love or an ounce of support for LGBTQ people, so they don't care. It could be that somebody is funding them, it could be not, they will still push for it. Lydia Namubiru retweeted the same video of Muntaka Mubarak saying, imagine your MP deciding that your access to water is less important than his bigotry. African politicians are really useless. They are. Rashberry says the passing of anti-gay bill is as important as water to your constituents, but you get the best education and healthcare in US and Europe where LGBT is a right. At Honorable Muntaka. Let's redirect the same energy and declaration on anti-corruption bill. Welcome to hypocrisy. Of course, they have like serious houses that the kids go to school there. For some reason, they are not afraid that, their kids going there for school might turn out to become gay or lesbian or whatever. They gladly go there, they school there, they have houses there, they go holidays there, they have healthcare there. Again, welcome to hypocrisy. Me personally, I believe in living and letting live. And people who think like myself are like this percentage. Like, if I decide to read all the comments in support of this hate and anti-LGBT and all of that, this video could be like 24 hours. People, they fire them, but people are in support of Sam George and all the Fuamu acting guy and all of them. Now they should get rid of this billboard and pass the bill. It has gotten to the point where some people are even speculating, say, the cathedral thing is being funded by the LGBTQ people, which doesn't make any sense. I told the person, why would they fund a church? Why would they fund something of a religion that fights against their lifestyle and their right to live as human beings? It doesn't make sense, but hate to know they make sense. But that shows you the length and breadth people are going to prove, say, these LGBTQ people, they influence everything. Anyway, that's my time for now. Like this video, leave a comment, subscribe, and catch you later.